Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I am your vivacious Game Master Tom, and this is Adventure 19. Our heroes have just plunged themselves into a crazy location with a dragon and into water and all sorts of craziness. We'll get a recap in just a little bit, but in the interim, they have leveled up to level 5. So they just need to get some rest in and be ready to go for that level 5. We've done that level up. If you want to hear that session and what choices they made and why and what they passed on or why they picked what they did, you can check that out at our patreon.com/ingloriousbards. Just a couple bucks, get you access to all the level up videos as well as the after show and some one-shots. We just did a one-shot led by our very own Jeremy. Did a mazes game. That was the game, right? Mazes. And a bunch of us had a crazy fun adventure with, if I recall, some sort of spherical basketball, slightly deflated meat demon that was going along. That was fun. So you can check that out at patreon.com, Inglorious Bards. Excited. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support. I think that's about it. Let's get a quick introduction of our crew. We will start with our fetchling gunslinger, Hemlock. Say hi, Hemlock.
Hello, folks. I'm Hemlock.
Sitting next to you is our supernatural swordsman, a thaumaturge named Galen.
Hello, everybody. Galen here.
And then we have the newest member of the group, our elven ranger, Thawne.
Hiding in the shadows I am at all times.
And
Thawne greets you and interrupts the game master.
we'll get a new character going through this. And then we have Dash, our Yosoki, also known as a rat folk, a kineticist who has really grown in power this level 5. Say hi.
Hi. Using air and earth as my strongest suit, you'll probably find sand in your clothes.
Okay. Jericho is our gnome bard.
Hey y'all, that's accurate. I don't know if you guys know this, but I got to ride on a dragon. No, I'm like for realsies. Yeah, it was super cool.
And last but not least is Yannick, our human champion.
Yannick, the unrested and all around okay guy.
Okay. All right. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and waste some more time by having a recap of what happened last time from Jeremy.
There is a demon portal outside of Tabernary. It was hiding under a shack in this bizarre flesh-filled orifice inside the grounds that Galen locked everyone into. We all followed him down, and Hemlock did his best to send him back out into safety. So Galen ended up taking the demon claw, going back up into town, letting kind of everybody know what the deal was, doing a little bit of investigation on his own, but not following Hemlock's advice, came back, joined the rest of the group, locked the door behind him, or sealed the gates, depending on how you look at it, and ended up on a ship. That's where we all were. The gate ended coming out of a weird wooden ship that we found out was one of at least 15 that we could see in this. It's not even a bay. There were some various stones, but there was a location that has a tower that was stuck in the middle of it, but all these other boats are around it. We decided to investigate them to see, A, if there were more demon gates that we might be able to close or get out of, and B, find new ways of what's going on, because we don't recognize the stars or this location at all. Turns out all of the ships were clones. They were duplicates of each other, like the exact same ship. They have a captain's log from over 100 years before our time, some torn up and beat up paintings, and nothing else. Only that one ship that we came out of had the gates that we could tell. So we decided to continue investigating and going towards that one tower that's in the middle of the area. And it was bizarre because as we went into the tower, we found out that it wasn't really going up like we expected it to. We would try to ascend stairways, but instead there would be hallways. Like it was a large flattened area. There were different doors. There was throne chairs that were in the middle that had demon sigils on them. Gave Jericho a bizarre kind of inspiration and dark hero points that came out of it, to which Yannick I'm assuming out of jealousy, destroyed the chairs right after after that. He just tore all of them down. But it seemed to weaken some magic around this temple that we were in when we went up. We continued to work our way through, found a couple of really horrid traps and other demonic creatures as seemed to be guardians that we dispatched rather quickly. And then we got to the very top of the tower, where there was none other than a dragon, a large blue dragon named LUminara, who called herself a Omen Dragon. She could see all sorts of portents and gave everyone some sort of message about their future, almost always dire. But we also saw that she was a prisoner there, not a guardian, as we originally expected. Doing our best to earn her trust, we ended up freeing her, and as thanks, she offered to take us anywhere we wanted to go. And with the information that we learned, that with freeing her from the tower, as well as the previous battles that we've done, Vestrath is greatly weakened right now. And this realm that we are in, is called Vestrath's Hell. This is his domain. And understanding that he was a lot weaker, there was a very long conversation around all the heroes about what the next step was going to be. And what we decided to do was to take the fight to him. So we told LUminara that the choice and the place that we want to go to is to Vestrath. She had us crawl on her back, with the exception of a couple that she carried in her claws, and flew in that direction. And that's where we left off. So this might be a very short and potentially deadly campaign, but let's find out when the adventure begins.
Jericho, your eyes slowly start to open. You feel the water around you. You can smell the ocean and the salt water in your mouth, but you feel a hard surface that you are on, perfectly flat. It is a tile floor. You push yourself up and look around. You find yourself without any instrument, without any armor, without any weapon, and you are in simple nightwear, something that a small child might wear. You are dry as can be, but somehow you were laying in a puddle at the same time.
Dash?
You look around and you find yourself on a black and white tiled floor with a double curved staircase going above you. You are in the entrance, the foyer of a mansion. You feel confused and you feel a little vulnerable. Looking around, you see no Dash. You see two individuals, though. One you recognize, one you do not. Correction. Both you recognize. I stand corrected.
I think I recognize both of them.
You see coming up at the top of the stairs over the railing of this beautiful mansion foyer, you see a elven ranger, Thawne. Thawne, not wearing armor, no bow, no quiver. Thawne is wearing simple nightwear as well, and you are holding on to a suitcase hastily grabbed with little bits of clothing sticking out the ends. You are also feeling confused and sad. And the both of you see the other person that you recognize. A tall man, kind of thin, a little gaunt with graying hair, you know as Hexton, the father figure of the house. And you stand there. He is heading towards the door, and Hexton turns around and looks up at you, Thawne. I don't know why you think you're coming.
I'm part of this family too.
But I'm not. I'm done. This is done. I have but one purpose for you, and I will be coming back for it shortly. This is over.
And what of Jericho?
He looks at you and walks over to Jericho. I would say that I have thought of you as a disappointment, but I don't think of you at all. Nor will I.
What are we supposed to do when you go?
I expect just one thing from you. He walks over to the front door, waves and calls out to someone, closes the door. I need one thing from you two before I go. He locks the door and then draws a knife. And as he does so, water comes crashing in from the side entrances and comes crashing in from above, knocking Thorn over, and you are all enveloped in water. The water just tumbles and tumbles and tumbles, and it's dark and it's cold. And then, Yannick, you start to blink, and your eyes start to open up. And you find yourself picking yourself up from a floor of wood. Wet as can be, you are soaked as can be. And speaking of soaked, there is a Yosoki next to you, Dash, who has almost just got tossed off this ship. The whole ship rocking violently in the huge storm at night. Lightning strikes again. The other crew members are scurrying around rapidly, some trying to change the sails. One's at the helm, moving the ship, trying to keep it within the waves. The two of you holding on to this mast in this panic. You're feeling terrified, not knowing what the hell is going on.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Dash!
I won't like water.
This vessel, as it crashes and rides these huge waves in the darkness, comes down. Huge spray of water covers all these sailors. One of them you hear calling out, "We can't go on! We just can't go on!" The vessel continues to turn. You hear a voice. A voice from the captain of this vessel. The vessel named after the captain, and that is on the back in writing. It is written Hexton's Hope is the name of this vessel as you go. The captain, Hexton, is there, a gaunt figure with his grayish hair, and he points a finger to you, Yannick, and says, "You two, in that crate, get it all over your sail. Each of you open your crates and get that over every square inch of sail, or we'll never turn back."
As you say, Captain.
What? What?
Open the crate. Dash!
Dash tries to blast open the crate using his air boomerang.
All right, you have no kinetic powers whatsoever.
Yannick, I can't!
Just open it.
I can't!
Use your hands.
I don't like touching things. Dash reaches over and tries to lift up the crates.
There's a creak of small nails, and it finally comes open as the boat hits another big wave of ocean crashes over. Another sailor says, "Captain, this is madness!" You open it up, and inside is a mass of bloody animal chunks, just dripping with blood, like steaks, but fatter and leaner, and just tons of it inside this medium-sized crate. And you see some other sailors are getting it out and slapping and smearing it all over their sails, creating a weird bloody mess.
To the sails.
Dash reaches in with his bare paws and grabs a hunk of something and starts throwing it up on the sails.
Okay.
They're so keep on.
Don't say that!
As you do so, Dash, you start to smear. Some of the other sails start to smear. And Yannick, you can see ahead, but at the 1 o'clock position, there is, over the waves, there is a strange looking wave, and then it disappears. And the ship crashes down, and it comes back up again, and you see it is not a wave, but it is a tear, a bright blue tear in reality that is appearing. And you hear Captain Hexton say, over there, turn right, straight ahead, and keep doing what you're doing. And he comes down and starts smacking and hitting some sailors that aren't doing anything, and looking at you, Yannick. What are you doing?
I am covering sails in gore, I guess.
All right. He watches you closely as the ship continues to head towards this strange, crazy rift, this strange anomaly, getting closer and closer. Some of the crew members start really looking at each other in a panic. Then it hits a huge wave, and water just smashes over, tumbling several of the crew members over. It all becomes a chaos of wet, salty water until Galen, you start to blink, and your eyes slowly start to open. As do you, Hemlock. You find yourselves hearing the gentle rise and fall of water on the beach. And as you wake up, you find yourselves on a blackened beach, in a blackened place you've never seen before. The beach is dark. The sand is red. There is a bit of a tinge of red to the water everywhere. You see there are strange rocky formations that don't make sense in any geological way. And as the two of you stir and rise up from the beach in a shipwreck-like vibe, you see three things of note. Out far, some distance, maybe a quarter mile on the darkness of the sea, you see a tear in reality where your vessel had come from. And then you see your vessel itself, Hexton's Hope. It is maybe, I don't know, what did we say before? 100 yards off the beach. It's on its side, listing heavily. And just the three of you remain. The two of you loyal crew members, and then Captain Hexton, who is also waking up and calling out to you, help me up, help me.
Captain, where are we?
We've made it. I told you we could make it. Get me to my feet. We've made it. We've made it to hell.
Grab him by the hand and pull him up.
All right. He gets pulled up, puts his arm around you, leaning heavily. And as he does so, Hemlock, you can turn and see on these strange rocky shapes off in the distance off the beach, there's some dark clouds, and appearing comes a silhouette. Cthulhu-esque in size, so huge, couple 100 feet in size, but it's just the shadow as it steps in, and it has like this low, very low rumble sound.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Where the hell are we? Who the hell is this little guy? Where's everybody else? Where are my fucking guns?
Where have you taken us?
Hexton ignores you, and he calls out to the giant silhouette. He says, I have come to serve hell. I have come to claim my place here. I have sacrificed everything. My work, my family, my faith, my life. Give me a new life, an eternal life here. And I will spread the suffering and misery I have endured for years across all of Navarre, across all of Vared.
We're not with him, right?
No.
No, we're not. We're not with him.
The demon says in a whispery voice, echoing loudly across the entire beach landscape, blood. And as it says that, the captain finally is able to barely gain his strength to get on his own feet and starts slashing at your throats as quickly and violently as he can, his two last loyal sailors. As blood goes everywhere, water rushes everywhere, you guys are tumbled over in the chaos and the violence, and a wave washes over a beach. And then goes back up the beach. And as it goes back a second time, we see all 6 of our heroes have washed up upon the beach. With their gear, with their weapons, looking bedraggled, some sitting up, some coughing up water. No sign of the dragon anywhere whatsoever. As you all wake up, you are on a beach that is dark. It's this dark twilight type vibe is what you experience as you all slowly come about. You feel as though time has passed about 1 day's worth.
You son of a bitch.
You are all now level 5. Woo! And I believe that removes a 1 level of doomed from
One level
Galen.
of doom. Only one to go.
Still 1 left.
Sick of these dreams.
I didn't like that at all. I feel sick.
Everybody check in. Check yourself. Injuries. Is anybody hurt?
Galen will, I'm sorry, not Galen, Dash will activate his impulses immediately. So, fur puffing out, electric sparks going across, air blasting around me, moving earth and sand. Very much a calibration level of.
All right. His auras and sand and electricity all start to work just perfectly as you expect. You also hear off in the far distance the sound of war drums. It goes dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. You hear off in the distance. Looking around, you see you are on a beach that has a cliff towering above you. It's a short kind of beach, and the cliff extends at least 1,000 feet up of impossibility above you. That is what you're currently looking at.
What's the time of day?
Twilight.
Twilight. Okay, so we don't see the stars anymore? It's the light's getting no strong?
Correct.
So,
Okay.
so we have a 1,000-foot cliff in front of us. What's to either side?
To the right side is infinite cliff. Behind you is infinite dark ocean. To the left, it is infinite cliff with a opening in the cliff. It's about 200 feet wide and is almost perfectly cut straight up to the 1,000-foot end, and it's where a river comes out into the ocean.
Does any of this cliff look climbable?
It looks very challenging to climb. Almost, I don't know what I can't remember the term is, when you get into like a rock and it fractures in that smooth kind of
Shale?
Like shale.
Cleave.
yeah, cleave, something like that. There's a term for it.
I remember.
Also, you all have a feeling that this is not a happy place to be. I need all of you to make, before you roll, understand the stakes, a willpower 12 save or become doomed. With the exception of one, I believe one person who feels a quivering in his sturdy satchel. Yannick does not have to make the roll.
Okay.
Yeah, fill us in there, Yannick.
Willpower 12.
What's a natural 20 do?
You lose your other doomed.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice. I passed.
Good.
Pass from Dash, pass from Jericho. Thon?
Passed.
Oh, wow. That turned out great. Not how I'd expect. Let's just do it again. Let's 2 out of 3.
Rolled a 4 on the die, so that's a 16.
Oh, all right. Great. All right.
Infinity pass to the left and to the right. The only one that's not infinite is up.
It looks kind of infinite.
It's going to be a difficult climb.
I'm not good at climbing.
There's a
There's a river.
Yeah, how?
Is there any it's just so it's the river coming out of the rock? Is there anywhere to walk on the sides?
Yeah, you can head over there and take a look for sure.
Yeah. I don't think this is not climbable. I just look at the rock and it's like this would.
Thon's already halfway up. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Difficult.
No, this place makes me itchy. I think we should get moving.
Well, we really did not expect it to be chipper and cheery. Heading to the home base of a demon in hell.
And the longer we stay, the worse it's likely to become.
Or the more we'll get used to it. Feel at home.
These dreams seem hungry. They seem to come for us, all of us.
To attempt to climb this, you need to have mastery in athletics.
Oh, I don't have that.
To the river it is.
To the river.
I mean, Yannick will take kind of a look around and make sure there's no, false, secret doors, false walls, illusory stuff.
To make a perception roll.
That is going to be a 26.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You see no secret doors, no illusory.
Illusory?
Illusory, that's the way to do it. Visions. You do see something that catches your eye. About half a mile away, you see a strange clump of seaweed off in the twilight darkness, but it starts to move.
We got to go.
Starts to flop, and it's like a big elephant-sized mass of seaweed. And as you look, you got 26.
Yeah.
It is not seaweed. It is much more bloody meat style of some amorphous mass that is flip-flopping and flip-flopping.
From out in the ocean?
No, from the beach.
All right. And
Is its name Ignatius?
No.
Is its name?
not to alarm anybody, but we got to go right now.
That sounds alarming.
It is. Let's go.
And where are we going? Up?
Towards the river.
Through. Towards the river.
We'll go check it out at least.
Why do we have to go so quickly?
Just
What are we
don't look
carrying
to the
here
left.
is not
Let's go.
bad.
I look to the left.
Oh my God, that's a giant witch's anus coming after us.
Hemlock, you were checking it out. You see there is a narrow path that runs alongside the river that cuts through the cliff section. And it's almost perfectly straight. Not perfectly straight, but it's unnaturally the river is cut through this cliff area.
I tell there's a pathway.
Let's go.
That's the only way we really got.
How quickly is this thing behind us moving? Can I
You
tell?
take another look. You see it is slowing down, and it's as it's rolling and slapping and weird vestigial appendage type things. It starts to slow down and slow down. Maybe it's half a mile, so maybe close to a quarter of a mile, and then it's no longer rolling, and it's just slowly like slug-like pulling itself slower and slower.
I'll take the rear.
Who's first?
Yannick.
Okay.
I'll be in the middle.
Looking intently at me, Caleb. I'm not going first.
I'll go second.
All right.
I'll be in the middle. I'll be third.
That puts you where, Thon?
Thon is way ahead of everybody.
Scouting ahead?
Scouting ahead.
Okay. Out ahead you scout. Who was the last one to go?
I guess it's
Galen.
me.
Galen. As everyone makes their way onto this narrow path, going over this river, Galen, you take one last look and you can see this strange blob of a creature just now inching, barely moving closer. Barely.
I'd like to use esoteric lore to learn about its weaknesses. I'd like to see if I can see into its soul.
Yeah.
And leave the group behind.
Guys, wait up!
I have to go touch it.
Yeah, the object one where he gets to see its emotion.
Yeah. I want to do a psychometric assessment of it,
Thankful that you touched it.
and then it eats you.
All right, make a roll. Your target number is 23.
Okay.
Lore roll.
How'd you do? 23.
I'm going to guess less.
You got 14.
Looks like you critical rolled it.
Using a hero point.
Wow.
That was a natural one, eh?
Yeah.
It sure was.
Oh, wow.
So that's a 21.
21. You do not know what this is.
Ooh.
But more importantly, you saved yourself from
Nice.
it knowing what you are.
Yeah.
What does that sound?
The music noise or the clicking?
That okay. Just identifying what it was. Okay. It is. You guys are walking along the ledge, and you walk for some time, led by Thawne. As you make your way along the ledge, Thawne, you see it goes on for a mile, and you continue going down. It was still 1,000-foot cliff on either side. Your path is about 5 feet above the river. And the river slowly just meandering towards the ocean.
So it's in
itself.
a canyon. It
Yes.
wasn't like, okay.
Yes.
Little slot canyon.
Okay.
What's a river
as-
look like? Real quick. I'm sorry. I didn't
Go,
mean to
no,
cut you
go.
off.
It looks like it's deep, like way deeper than it should. Like the moment you started to cross, you might expect some of that basic ocean, I don't know what the word is, where it just starts to go on the beach a little bit, like a foot or two based on the tide. As soon as you came out, it just seemed like you can't see the bottom. It's just freakishly deep. No vegetation of any kind, no debris, no flotsam or anything like that.
Any Jetsam?
Well, 1d6 Jetson.
And
Minus 2. You rolled a 2?
I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay.
checking
Two Jetson.
see if other creatures have passed through.
Make a survival roll and a perception roll.
It's a 12
For survival?
Perception is 23.
Okay. You don't know anything at all about creatures, but you can see up ahead there is a vessel, a small boat. Like a large rowboat.
How
I'm making my way to that.
And again, it's in the twilight darkness, so it's kind of hard to see.
is there a lot of flow to the river, or is it like a lazy river?
It is a lazy river.
And is there only a path on one side?
Yes.
Forward ho.
Thawne is moving towards that boat.
Okay. And how far
And-
ahead of you are you from Yannick?
Quite a bit far to where we can't vocally communicate.
Cannot vocally communicate.
But
Why?
hand signals of
Can't hear each
some
other scream.
sort to indicate that I am moving forward to the boat.
What language?
All right, making your way there, dear Ranger Thawne. You close in on a large rowboat that is moored to a post that is attached to the path. And as you get close, it continues to go as far as you can see this canyon that you are in.
You wait for the others to catch up. At the boat. There's nothing in the boat.
You take a look. There's nothing in the boat. All you can see is a slightly barbed letter H painted in calligraphy on the back of the rowboat.
I love those.
Again, waiting for the rest of the party to catch up.
All right.
This is all I've found. Nothing else. I'm not familiar with hellscapes, per se. I don't suppose.
That's like the understatement of the adventure.
Does the path keep going?
It does.
Okay.
And not only does it keep going, but you can see there is a small bridge of stone not too far ahead, and then it doubles on both sides. Galen, you were asking about that before. The path.
When I hear Thawne talk about being unfamiliar with hellscapes, that kind of makes me think of perhaps any plays or songs or stories that I might have heard. I would love to do a recall knowledge just about kind of the nature of what the hellish realms are like whether the, in all the stories they always have like a, don't tell a fae your name, your true name, any of those kinds of things, like whether the the 3 key things to remember when you go to hell. That kind of thing.
Go ahead and make a lore
Number
roll.
7 will surprise you.
And there's information with a 20. There is additional information with a 25.
16 plus 8 is 24.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
You have gleaned that there are many different realms of hell. They are controlled by their lords, and they are connected in many different ways to their lord, their king, their overlord.
Fiend. You don't know what all of that word connected means?
Nope.
Okay.
And all I found is this marking on the boat itself. The path continues on quite a ways.
Do we feel boaty or do we feel walky?
I don't think any of us should lay hands on that boat. It has the seal of Vestrath on it.
And paddling upstream. Sounds like a chore.
As soon as he says that, Yannick, you've been asking about the water. The water is now going the opposite direction, very slowly going the direction you're headed.
Boat's a boat. Just because someone puts their name on it doesn't mean it becomes dark.
Who notices this?
Yannick, he was checking that out.
I mean, I would point that out.
We don't know if whatever lives here knows we're here yet. I'm not a fan of doing anything that tells them we're here.
I don't think taking the boat would necessarily tell them, but either way.
We'll be less of a target. Our feet.
I'd rather stay ahead of anyone who does know. And Thon continues down the path,
Okay.
being stealthy and trying to watch.
Can you
what's going
tether him?
I'm with him. I start walking.
I'm not in the back anymore. Creepy bloody sausages behind me.
I see where my use of my spell fetch is going to come.
Yeah.
on. Well, if you have a
Willing-
problem with that, bring it up.
willingly.
It's a persuasion check first.
Bond is heading off down the path.
I guess we're all going down.
I guess so.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we group decided which way we were going to go.
Should
like that. That was good.
we, again, so that we're not quite such a singular target, should 3 of us go on the other side of the river?
No.
Stay together.
Yeah, that would just split us up. If trouble happens, that will make us more vulnerable.
Isn't it better to kind of split up the party and be in 2 places?
You can help us
No.
if we need it, right,
I
Dash?
trust you, Yannick. You're the smartest one here when it comes to...
I could help with what?
We need to
Fine
get
stuff.
off of this side of the river.
I don't know. I don't have the group movement, if that's what you're asking. But I can help us get out of here, if that's what you mean. I can move stones. I can definitely... I've tried it. I can get stepping stones up and out and get them going.
Okay.
That's just super useful.
But I don't want to go in the boat. If you're talking about taking that with us, that's...
No.
No, thank you.
Well, that
Just-
ship seems to have already sailed
Thank
as he's
you.
looking off. You know,
It's just shy of 200 feet wide, by the way.
The river?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big river.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not going to jump across that. All right, let's go. Gotta go catch the elf.
All right. You guys catch up or try and keep up to Thon. He's always staying just out of audible distance from you at all times. You guys continue walking down the right path along this river. It goes and goes and goes and goes. It is tiring and just continues for hours and hours. You stop and have a little bit to eat. You continue
taken the
going and
boat.
going. And it becomes fatiguing at some point. I need you all to make a very easy athletics 12 roll or become fatigued 1 for the day. Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, on the bright side, my athletics was no longer -2 since that level up.
25.
Okay.
Good.
I also got a 25.
Success.
What is it supposed to be?
12.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
I'm gonna give a little pose. Right?
natural 20 for Dash
All right.
on that one. And Jericho, what?
Really?
25.
Thon, how'd you do?
Success.
All right, Galen.
25.
Okay.
Because
And Hemlock
Galen
was good?
carried.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are tired, but
30,
you
20.
are heroes. You're not some lame level 4. It's like some chumps now.
I can walk a long way because there's not much weight bearing me down.
Yes, you are level 5s. As you walk and walk and walk, you see there is wider opening ahead after hours of walking in a straight line. And you continue and continue, you see there is an ocean on the other side. As you get closer and closer, you see
Damn it.
it is not an ocean. And it opens up into a lake. A lake that is surrounded by this cliffside.
Wish we had a boat right now.
We're gonna need to go back and get it.
It is surrounded by this cliffside. And you see in the lake, it comes to an end. Your paths come to an end, and then there's a bridge on the right side, your right side, and the left side, a metal bridge that goes out to a small island in this lake. This lake it's not like a massive thing you can't see the other side to. It's again, maybe half a mile, something like that. It's not massive. Circular, unnatural, still twilight, a little difficult to see. And in the middle, where these bridges go to, is a small island of rock with a gorgeous mansion upon it. You see some well-manicured trees and bushes outside. It's 3 stories. It's got beautiful window treatments, beautiful paint job, totally out of place.
So it's perpetually twilight. The quality of the light hasn't changed
Has
in
not
the
changed
hours
at
we've
all.
been here.
Correct.
Well, I guess that's our destination.
How far away is this place?
Well, that would be
Quarter mile?
That'd be a quarter mile then, yeah. To reach.
Thon would take out his spyglass to further investigate what is at that location.
All right, you take out your spyglass and you see what appears to be a well-kept, cared-for house, and you see someone's inside because you can see a quick movement behind some windows every now and again, but you can't identify who it is.
I mean, we really don't have an option at this
Can
point.
I mark prey at this range?
Oh, mark prey. No, you don't got a good enough line of sight.
Then I will seek prey, and that will be my target.
You will what?
Right, what?
Just a quick shadowy figure. You can't lock
All right.
on to anything.
All right.
There's a tachyon disturbance and an ionic storm, dude. Come on.
There's someone moving about in that place.
But he always thinks two-dimensionally. Like, go. I mean, our only choice is forward, right? There's nothing behind us but the beach.
And I see nothing of guards or sentinels or watchmen. Anything to welcome us. Aside from a mansion in hell.
We are fairly exposed on these bridges, but it looks like there's no other way across.
There was the boat that was wildly epic.
Do you want to go back and get it?
Take the bridges.
All right. How far apart are the bridges? Are they still 200 feet apart?
Yep.
Okay. Let's just take a bridge. Let's go.
The
All right.
cliffs that we're in, they're the insanely high, 1,000 feet up, so we can't see the top if we tried.
Correct.
From this
Pretty
level.
much locked into a path.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Cliffs of insanity.
Truly.
I'm gonna fire up my dispel magic, and as we cross, I will keep not dispel, detect magic.
Yeah, that just sounds bad.
You all fall.
Break it. Detect magic. I'll keep detect magic up and try to be right behind Yannick.
Okay. And Thon, were you up in front
Thon
again?
is up in front. He's going to test the crossing of the bridge first.
But you understand the concept of the group coming up with the decision to do it, and then as Yannick goes, no, and you scoot by every, no, just give me a second, and then you run every time.
Every time.
On the railing of the bridge.
Yeah, just pushing through like some annoying tourist at
It's clear
Disneyland.
across the bridge.
I guess I don't have this shield for a reason. It's
Why don't you just hold my shield for me?
Let's go.
Hemlock takes the rear and keeps an eye out.
Seems to be a
behind
problem with
us.
knowing what's coming up ahead first, but
All right, Hemlock's in the rear. Thawne, you are up front. You cross this thin metal bridge over this water.
Thin?
It is
How thin?
uncomfortably thin.
Yep, that's 18 inches, all right. I don't like water.
And Thawne, you are approaching the end of the bridge, and you see this house. It's got, again, it seems like way too small of a yard around it, and it's got beautiful green grass that ends in this dark red rock that the island's on, with the manicured bushes and trees, and then the house itself. What would you like to do as you approach?
I'm blending into that and stealthing
Around. Okay.
covering my tracks, as it were.
We can do that. And what is your stealth, by the way?
My modifier is a 13.
13. Okay. You are stealthing away,
That's higher than mine.
and you melding into the bushes. You are slinking in like Homer Simpson. What would you like to do?
I'm just signaling for the rest of the party to come.
Okay. The rest of the party comes with heavy armor and banjos and swirling rocks, and the group makes their way across.
You have a banjo?
Yes, I do. I don't like to talk about it.
Who would like to do what?
I'm going to keep detect magic up, and I would like, that's it. That's my big thing.
Okay.
That's all I do.
I mean, I guess we're following wherever Thawne's going.
Thawne is in the bush.
That was so tough for Yannick. Oh!
We're in the
I'm
plane
not
of
bitter
bitterness.
at all.
Yes.
I'm going to reach up, because I know that's hard for y'all. I'm going to reach up and pat him on the butt twice.
Is this like the mansion that you saw in your visions?
I didn't see a mage.
No mansion. We were on a beach.
Thawne and Jericho mentioned that they had.
Was in a room.
Yeah, we were all inside.
Not sure what the place was.
Yeah.
The bush says.
Quivering with every word.
Just Homer Simpson's out. I only saw the living room.
You guys agree to go into this particular entrance. The bush says, hold on, and starts squirting by to get up to the front. Wait, first.
You bring up the dreams. We encountered Captain Hexton.
Yep.
Did you encounter Hexton?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yannick and I were near drowning on Hexton's ship, covering the sails in gore to open up some sort of a portal that he was looking for.
So we have been seeing this barbed H everywhere. And in our vision, this Hexton, this Captain Hexton, gave himself up as a servant of hell in exchange for power. So are we in is this Hexton's place? Is this his place of power? Perhaps?
It would make sense.
The dragon did tell us, though, that it was otherwise.
I mean, maybe Hexton is Vestrath.
Hextrath.
Vexton. Finkel is ein.
Wanted to do a quick scope of the house. You said lovely mansion, small yard. Is there a door? Does it appear to have other entrances or
You
windows?
search around, you see there, are multiple windows, a big, gorgeous front door, and a rear door as well. Nice, fine wood.
Were the windows pointed towards us on the bridges? For example, Thawne saw into a spyglass that there was a shadow figure
Yes.
inside. Could that figure look outside the window and see 6 dudes walking across the bridge with
Yes.
nothing else there?
Yes.
Okay.
Question. Does that, as you look at the front door from two sides, does that front door look like it's the reverse of the front door of the room that Thawne and I were in as he was getting ready to leave us?
Yes.
I relay that to, well, really only to you, because you're the one who's asking. This looks like it might be the same house we were in. He told us that I was not important. And then that he was leaving us, and kind of like he was our dad. Sort
They
of.
did have one more use for us.
Yeah. And then he flooded the place and came with a knife.
Yeah.
Do we go in the front door or
Sure.
the back door?
The front door was locked because he locked it in my vision.
Okay.
But were
Do
we
you-
ourselves in these dreams? Like, Galen and I, he cut our throats. Like, we died.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. We're not dead. Maybe. Who knows? We're in hell.
That's where you go when you die.
Hemlock's okay. Hold on, give me a second.
So
Do-
front door.
Do you want me to have a peek inside first? I can get in without opening any doors.
I doesn't feel like we were the sneakiest.
Dawn is already inside.
The push from inside the window.
Shimmies up the wall.
I mean, we just walked across a 1,000-foot bridge right in front of the house. I don't.
What I'm concerned about is that, as stealthy as we may be, the 5 of us in the bush, I think our presence is known.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already been seen.
So
It's possible
This
you
house
knew-
is set up in a defensive position.
The vision seemed like we know.
do we want to try to knock on the door?
Yeah. Well, I will knock. I'll just go.
How about you knock?
I'll go start heading up to the door.
All right. The diminutive bard Jericho approaches the door.
Yannick, will you stand behind him real quick?
Yeah,
flank-
I don't like the
I'll flank
idea
the
of
door with you,
knocking,
Connor.
but
I got
okay.
your back.
Well, I wasn't going to
Way
knock. I was just
back
going to
here.
open it up. I got my detect magic running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go up to the front door and see if it's unlocked and open it.
Sword and shield is out.
No knocking.
And Thon, where are you exactly as this happens?
I'm in a bush watching everyone.
Okay.
There seems to be some attitude to me being in the front. I'm taking a back seat for a little while.
He likes 2 of you in a bush instead
That's
of one in
right.
the hand. Was because it was bad, or I stretched so far to make it happen.
There's so many ways we could take that.
Well, Hemlock will also be like hiding in like dim light or darkness, trying to just stay concealed.
All right. Yes.
I just feel better than I felt yesterday. I feel tougher.
All right. And it is hero point time. We do not have Derek, our technician, with us today. He is off for the week, so I will be giving out the hero point preemptively, and I will be giving it to clearly the most valuable member of the group, and that is Bushmaster Thon.
You just see a fist.
The door opens, not locked. There is a faint creak to the door. And as you look inside, Jericho, you feel even smaller. And you see there is a beautiful black and white tiled floor, foyer entrance with gorgeous metal railed stairs on the left and right side to a second balcony floor. There are doors off to the left and right of this gorgeous mansion.
Is this the room of my vision?
Yes.
I will use the cantrip message and send that message to Thon. Thon, this is the room we were in, the dream that we both had. But no one else is in here right now.
We see nobody. No sign of a living being.
No sign of another living being. You do see Jericho. You were close to him, right?
Yeah, we were
I think
All right.
on either side of the door.
You
yeah.
do see a pool of a lot of blood on the floor, not far from underneath the stairs. Actually, smearing and violent blood.
I'm going to do
Step
a
in.
careful look inside as I take one step in just to see if I see or hear anyone or anything. And I still got detect magic.
Still detecting magic. Galen, you step in, and Jericho.
Yannick goes in with at the same time.
Okay. Jericho, you are pushed aside briefly by them, but you do hear something.
No, we push him in first.
I said I was taking a step in
Is
as
that
well.
message two-way, or is it just one way?
You can respond.
The response will be, and remember, there is a figure upstairs.
You hear a voice, Jericho. Off in the distance. It is a slightly gruff voice that says, and it's far away, "There is no purpose to try to stop me." The three of the heroes step into the foyer.
Did we all hear that?
Yes. You guys heard something. Jericho heard the words more in particular.
There's no purpose to stop me?
I can't remember.
Yes.
There's no purpose to trying to stop me.
I've never done this before, but I am going to try to use the psychometric assessment on the blood.
That is not going to work.
Okay.
More object needed.
Galen's just rolling around, just swimming in the
Doom
blood.
3! Doom 3!
Becoming a fantasy DNA testing thing.
No, I'm getting nothing.
I'm gonna,
Licking his fingers.
in quick succession, just send a quick message to these two with the cantrip,
Message cantrip, all right.
and just tell them, "Hey, the room looks empty, but there's a creepy voice and some blood on the floor."
Hemlock will make his way to the rest of the group.
Okay.
What do we see in this foyer, this entrance area of this house?
Only what I described, except for a couple paintings, landscapes, some sort of god, like holy figure you don't recognize, and then one of a family that you have seen similar paintings to before, a man and a woman and a young boy.
And Yannick, make a religion roll for the holy figure?
No.
Okay.
But you can hear something. You hear a distant voice again from upstairs or possibly from the right. This voice says, "My future is beyond anything you can offer. Your love means nothing to me."
I feel like we're in a play.
Or a moment in time.
I'm gonna go head into the center of the room where I had been on the floor
Okay, you are
in my vision.
standing close, very close to the massive amount of blood.
See if that just gives me any different view or feel or sense.
You have no different view, but you are emotionally getting into that same vibe you had within your earlier moment. You're feeling small and scared. It feels like, again, you don't have your armor on. You're not a great adventurer. You're just vulnerable in this situation. Then you realize you're not, and everything's okay.
Jericho, you've been here before. What do we do next?
Get drowned and cut.
I'd rather not.
I mean, that's what happened.
What do you remember happening? What happened next in your vision?
He locked the door, and then he said there's one more thing he needed from us. And then water started pulling in, and then he drew a knife.
Where was he? Where did you first see him?
I was kind of waking up, and he was around somewhere. Do I remember where I first saw him?
No.
No. I don't think so.
We need to search this house and confront whatever
And we need to get
is talking.
everyone together.
Dash pokes the bush next to him.
Wrong bush. It's the other one.
Dash pokes the other bush.
I'm over here now.
Ah!
The philodendron.
He was under the middle bush.
Let's go find that shadow. Get ourselves out of here. We brought this fight to him on purpose.
Thawne follows Dash.
Okay, where's Dash headed?
Dash heads in and
Into the
says-
foyer?
Into the foyer.
Just crazy rocks smashing into everything in the beautiful house as you come in.
Not even asking. Thawne says it was up. That's where the shadow was.
So stairs.
Let's finish this.
Let's head to the stairs.
Up we go.
Thawne puts away his bow and draws his sword.
Is it one of those two stairway
Yep,
cases going up?
straight out of Matrix 2.
I'll take lead on left.
I will not be in the front anymore.
Okay.
Yannick will go to the right.
We can have two people leading.
Does Thon want to jump up somewhere?
Does this patronizing tone help at all?
I know.
Thon takes the chandelier in the middle.
I'm going to tuck it behind Yannick.
I'll take left, and I won't bitch about it.
New guy's bitter.
All right, Galen, Thon, and who on the left?
Hemlock.
Okay.
So I guess that's on the right is
Yannick, Jericho, and Dash.
Yannick, Jericho, and Dash.
All right. As you guys make your way up,
And I will bitch.
Is it a case of trying to stay a couple steps ahead, gaining speed each line? You guys make
Come
your
on,
way
boys,
up.
hurry up. We got to hit the top first.
You make your way up to the top of the stairs, nearly at the same time, and
Who's first?
Galen
Let's
slows
roll.
down. he lets Yannick win.
all right.
He needs a win.
Yannick's team makes it up to the front. Woo! Gladly have spent so much time on this because you find nothing at the landing at the top whatsoever, but you can explore around a little bit upstairs if you would so choose to do so.
What are we looking at
Staying near
upstairs?
each
Immediate a hallway there with another picture, a little hallway table with some plants that are on it that look beautiful, and then some side doors on the left and right.
By Thon's estimation, which room could he figure out which door would match up with the shadow that he saw?
You saw upstairs and downstairs, right side.
Shadow, okay.
And were there doors downstairs as well?
Not door, but doorways.
Okay.
Just take it one room at a time.
Let's go to the right.
You guys head right. As you do so, you hear from downstairs a feminine voice. No, don't do this. No! And a scream, blood-curdling scream.
I'm running downstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Thon's already there.
Dash has his hand on the door.
Son of a bitch!
What were you doing, Dash?
We were going towards the door on the right when the scream happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was? So you were in charge, but you ran down.
He's gone.
With those
If
two.
you're about to open the door, I'm right next to you and
So
I
Hemlock,
nudge
you
you.
and me, and so
I'm ready to,
it'll be
like-
one of those nod back and forth.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, breach. So Dash will open up the door without walking in. Push the door open.
Door swings open. Inside, you see a master bedroom. Beautiful 4-poster bed with canopy, chest of drawers, a bathing tub for hand and face washing with a pitcher next to it, and then a hell of a lot of blood all over the bed and the floor at the foot of the bed as well.
Okay.
Running down.
Is this like
Yep.
fresh blood or like dried blood? We didn't ask that about the pool of blood downstairs, but does it look like it's been there forever, or does it look like it just happened?
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And we had people running downstairs. Thon and Yannick and Galen. You guys head downstairs and to the right, and where you're at, you see there are a whole bunch of strange, expensive items on display. The room doesn't seem to make much sense. There's pedestals, almost like a museum, pedestal with a piece of art, an urn with all sorts of beautiful little mosaic patterns on it, some expensive plateware in a wooded display area that looks gorgeous. Just a dozen of these things and situated everywhere that makes it a little difficult as you charge in, so you slow down a bit not to cause
Nobody touched nothing.
Hemlock didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit too, but hands off for the time being.
That's a double negative. So
So
somebody
we see nothing. Yeah, I mean, no people, no.
You may make a perception who of the three of you may make a perception 26.
You have a hump.
It's a big perception.
I did not take that.
Perception 26 from these two over here, Galen and Thawne.
That is a 24.
Right.
Did you lose your
It's
dice?
right in front of me.
It was white on white character
White
sheet.
on white. A 17.
Okay. You see nothing out of the ordinary, Galen, currently.
Are there any exits from this room?
Yes, there is. Another doorway.
Through the door?
We need to get back together. We can't just be running around separate. I think we're in a moment of time. I think what we're hearing and what we're experiencing is not happening now.
Are you sure you don't want me to touch anything?
I am positive.
This trickery will drive one mad.
But we need to not be separated. We need to get the others. We need to make a plan, a decision on what to do, and stick together. This is not a place to be separated.
Keep hearing screams.
You hear a distant voice, a male voice again. The flesh of you and the boy will provide the wind for the sails to open a doorway to a new realm and a new beginning for me that will never end.
Well, there's your meat in the crate, boys.
Yeah, these are things that have already happened. What we can have probably no effect on the events that we're hearing. But whatever we do, we should be doing it together and not separate.
There is a spurt of blood from the downstairs museum-type strange room that comes from Galen taking 5 points of piercing damage as a large, almost long spear-like end of a leg of a creature that has flashed out of invisibility into visible mode comes out and slashes down into your foot, immobilizing you and slams down. This is a creature that is it's got a mouth made of strange chitinous serrated teeth. It's got slitted eyes. It's smooth as can be. It's got these two big, huge front claw things. I'm kind of picturing it like those creatures from The Quiet Place, not as fast at all, but that kind of shape overall, and it is just phased out invisibility. That's what you did not see, the hard to see thing, and it just slashes and impales you, and then calls out briefly in common. What is your purpose here? Why do you wander these halls? Your lies will be your undoing.
We seek Hexton.
It continues to hold you.
And we do not lie.
What is your purpose here? You see its other leg starting to quiver agitatedly.
He has given us visions. All of us, he has given us visions. We seek him to understand.
It lashes out and does 5 more points of piercing damage to you, Galen, and says, "What is your purpose here?"
To kill Vestrath.
Upon hearing him say that,
Yes.
I flash my mirror implement and move 15 feet away. So I am no longer impaled by this thing.
Okay. You...
Behind it. From whatever direction it was facing me from, I'm going behind it.
Yeah. And Yannick is trying to ready an action depending upon what its reaction to his statement is. He's ready to attack, but, kind of pessimistically hoping that this creature is not an enemy.
All right. Galen appears on the other side with the... Galen appears on the other side of the creature with his mirror image still impaled in the front image, and the creature says, "Slay Vestrath. Well, that's kind of interesting." His voice changes a little bit, and he lets go of the mirror image and says, "This is kind of a strange day then, isn't it?" And it kind of slumps down a bit, sitting on its haunches with its two nasty blood-covered spiny claws.
I lower my sword.
You're no ally of Vestrath, then?
Oh no, I'm quite the Vestrath ally. I'm supposed to kill anyone who stirs up trouble here, but it's kind of been a strange time. I don't feel like it these days.
Seinfeld deep.
What is your name?
He says, "What's your name?"
My name is Galen.
I don't think I have a name.
How did you come to be then?
I came to be. I'm from here. I've existed here. Haven't been anywhere else.
You could seek your fortune elsewhere.
I don't think
See the world.
See the world. Like what? What would I see?
A big river, an ocean, cliffs, boats.
I've seen cliffs. Never seen an ocean.
It's right out that door.
In case this thing decides to turn turn on us again, I use my esoteric lore to assess it, to understand it.
You have no idea what this creature is.
Is
Why is
Vestrath
this
home?
a strange time?
I haven't felt, it's hard to describe. Sometimes there's, well, all the time, there's a weight. There's eyes. There's a presence of Vestrath. I haven't felt it much.
It's because he has been weakened. And we have weakened him.
You've weakened him. And you said you wanted to slay him. Normally, I would kill you for that. He
Yes.
says with this giant claw pointing things
Shields
at
us.
bouncing off your shield.
Just testing it, but in general.
When was the last time have you met Lord Vestrath?
Oh,
Before?
yeah. I
Does he
was
come
enslaved to him a long time ago.
But
Tubby
now
guy.
you feel free.
Tubby guy, orange hair, runs for president.
So you haven't always been bound to this house?
No. There are other places I've been, but never an ocean.
Can you go to those other places?
I could go to, I can go to places. I'm supposed to stay here, though. But I guess I could.
If you wanted to go find out what was happening with Lord Vestrath, how would you do that?
Well, I generally don't want to be interacting with him at all.
Yeah, it's kind of a dick.
She now shifts like he's lounging on a couch on his side a bit, nudging up against some expensive pedestal-looking museum artifact. You could go speak to him, but that I wouldn't do.
Where is Vestrath if we wanted to speak with him?
He's in his home. There's a lot of places and a lot of people and a lot of demons, and he's got his place. He can be anywhere. He can do so much, but doesn't seem to today or yesterday or however long it's been. And you said you did it. And you said you want to kill him. What does that mean?
Well, for one, it means you'd be free.
Indeed.
Free to do what you want.
No longer enslaved.
Any old time.
Like, see an ocean.
Yes.
We could take you to an ocean.
Sounds great.
We'd have to find Vestrath first, though.
I can't attack him. That's not possible.
No, but maybe you could tell us how we could go get to to him.
Okay.
Or further weaken him.
I can tell you, but it's gonna be very dangerous. I don't even know how you got here. How did you get here?
By facing many dangers.
A freaking dragon. Seriously, a dragon.
Oh, I saw a dragon, yeah.
Oh, when?
I can't remember when.
Oh.
Time doesn't quite work here as you'd think.
What kind of dragon was it?
Strange one. Definitely not red, not gold.
Was it blue?
Yeah.
Mm.
That was us.
We did that.
That was Vestrath was claiming that dragon and binding it to this nether realm.
Look, we freed that dragon.
You freed the dragon.
We could free you.
I gotta say, this day is turning out better and better.
Yeah. I'm running out of ideas here.
We just need to get to Vestrath so we can do that.
Hey, can we bring some more of our friends here to meet you?
Yeah.
Dash! Hemlock! Jericho! We met a friend-ish.
Dash blasts down the stairs.
All right. As Dash blasts down the stairs, the creature turns invisible, and you can hear it moving slightly towards the doorway.
Oh, friend, come back.
I would like to use a special ability called Liminal Fletching, and I get a circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures within
Okay.
60 feet using Seek.
Using Seek. Have
All
we
right.
ever used Seek? That's rad.
I tried to and was laughed at.
So much bitterness in the fallen realm tonight. You do see as you come down the stairs as well. Right behind Dash, you sense the predator warbling style slight effect that you can see of this creature.
These are our friends. They came here with us. They are seeking to do the same as we are.
All right. The creature then reappears as you come running into the doorway, and it has one claw ready to go, trembling to strike, and then lowers it. Sorry.
My name's Jericho. I was here yesterday.
He says, I'm still waiting for a name. I don't have a name.
Would you like one?
Yes,
Clifford.
Clifford. Because of all the cliffs.
It's a
I
good
like that.
name.
Clifford, pleased to make your acquaintance. This is...
Thawne. Sword is drawn.
Arrow point blank into its eye.
And this handsome young man over here.
I'm Hemlock.
And you haven't met our Misoki friend yet.
What am I looking at?
Clifford.
Clifford. I'm Dash.
Clifford, what do you do here?
I kill anyone who tries to come into the house or tries to escape back to the bridge. I've only done it a couple times.
Are there other people here now?
In the house?
Yeah.
No,
We heard voices. Who were those voices then?
I don't know.
What is the purpose of this house, Clifford?
I don't know. I don't ask those questions. I do what I'm told. Except today.
Do you guard something here?
Yes.
What do you guard?
The house.
Okay.
You seem like you're really, really good at it. I'm super impressed, Clifford.
Oh. He gets a horrific, still blood-covered, bashful stance.
He blushes, which causes him to engorge in all this redness.
So if I wanted to tell your boss how good a job you were doing, how could I do that?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Because
No, you wouldn't, but I would. This is one of the
because
things I do.
these ones want to kill him.
Oh, I just want to tell them how good a job you're doing.
That's not true. We all want to kill him. Vestrath, we're here to kill Vestrath. Can you take us to Vestrath?
But you seem friendly, particularly you.
I'm super friendly.
You.
Yeah, I just want to know where he is.
But I don't want to lose new friends. I don't want you to die.
I don't. Have you ever met a gnome?
No,
We don't die.
you can't die.
Nope.
Really?
It's a gnome. Have you ever seen a dead gnome?
No.
See?
The logic is
you can tell us
inescapable.
where the boss is. I just want to tell him what a good job you've been doing and how awesome you are. And I want to tell him that your name is Clifford so that he knows.
All right, come with me. And he starts to move back into the foyer.
Clifford, as we're walking with him, Clifford, we told you about the dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where Vestrath's other sources of power come from?
The lava moats, that's the big one. For sure. He approaches the rear door and starts to fumble and reaches down with his mouth and is able to barely get it to rotate on the doorknob and then push it open.
Wait, where are those lava moats at?
They're past the sands, past the murk. They're far.
But they're here on this island?
No. And as he pushes out into the backyard, the lake is gone. And there is now a strange, slightly rising field of abnormal geological shapes. Almost like those sand things you can do in the aquariums that build those strange things. You know what I'm talking about? You pour that sand stuff.
Sea monkeys?
No sea monkeys, but strange shapes, all dark, very dark red stone, which is even more dark with the Twilight. And he just starts moving a little fast than you would like as he's excited and making his way easily, nimbly through
Keep
these
up,
things.
Thon.
I'm ahead of you.
I will, I say, ahead of him 100 feet.
I sidle up to Yannick and say, Yannick, you may not have noticed, but I'm bleeding from both legs. Can you help me out with that?
You're fine, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Keep up!
How many hit points are you down?
10.
Yeah, I'll use Lay on Hands. And you will be fully healed, and then I will use my Desperate Prayer.
To get your point
Actually,
back.
I'm not going to use a Desperate Prayer.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Meandering prayer.
Yeah, I'm going to meander. Yeah. I'm going to wait. But yes, I will heal Galen his 10 hit points.
Clifford continues to run and gallop and stop and look around, and you see this vast field, these stones. You can see some red lightning strikes on a storm to the ahead and to the right, miles away, but he's continuing straight, not towards the storm, as he continues to go. And he says, "Where do you come from?"
I come from a
Information is a
little place called Edlin
precious
Home.
commodity.
Edlin Home.
Yeah.
That sounds like a house, like where I come from.
Yeah.
What's it like?
It's a lot like your house, except there's several houses.
That's
And there's a lake.
just like mine.
Yeah,
That sounds nice.
it is. We don't have big cliffs, though.
He continues to climb around.
Clifford, is that your house?
No. None of this is all Vestrath. This is his nether realm.
What about
So-
Hexton? Yeah.
Is it Hex? Did Hexton used to live there?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
But what I do know, and he stops and smells with no nose, and his little thin eyes get a little thinner. I sense that one of you has something. And You can't tell anyone that I helped you, because I didn't know you had that when I started to help you.
Cross my heart.
We won't
li-
tell.
We like you, Clifford. We're not going to tell. We're not going to get you in trouble.
We're going to take you to the ocean when this is all said and done.
And what is the thing that one of us has? What is its significance?
He comes over and sniffs you and says, "Oh, it's you."
It is.
Yeah, I didn't help you. I helped them, okay?
I understand. What is it about the thing that I have?
I don't know. Shouldn't be here. I don't like it. And he continues on.
Clifford, one more question for you.
Keep up!
As we walk,
We're burning Twilight!
time has no meaning. There's a picture in the foyer of the house that you were at, and it has a man and a woman and a child. They're a family. The man in that painting, have you ever met or seen him?
Yeah, that's Vestrath.
Thank you, Clifford.
He continues to climb.
Do you know who the woman or the child in the picture is?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't either. So we're the same there.
Vestrath Jr.
VJ?
I can only take you as he continues to climb. You continue to follow him for quite some time. As far as the Ebon Sanctum, I don't want to go any farther than that.
Oh, well, when did I ask you to?
And he continues to climb and climb. What is it like to see a tree? I've seen dead ones, but never a real tree. I've heard about them from people.
It's beautiful.
Green and alive.
Green. Yeah. It smells wonderful.
They're tall.
There's usually a squirrel or a bird in it.
A squirrel. I've only heard about these things. I feel like I know about them, but I've never seen them.
Hopefully, once we finish our task, you will be able to see them.
He continues to climb about. You guys are lost. You have no idea where the house is from here unless you make a...
Focusing on
Yes.
Yannick over there. Is it wise to be so friendly with a hellspawn?
No. But what
Why
choice
are
do
we
we?
being so friendly?
Because he's being friendly with us.
And we're
He's-
offering him information.
About trees and squirrels.
He mentioned Varen.
I did
He
not.
mentioned Edlin Hall. Much more information gets pulled out of us. Just cautious to where we're at. This is not our home.
I agree.
These are our enemies.
I agree.
I caution everyone. But I understand the purpose. And he disappears.
I'm not the one spreading that information.
I give Clifford my social security number.
And bank account information.
Fools! I am the Prince of Nigeria.
And thus is spoken my true name.
I don't normally get out like this. Things just haven't been the same. Vestrath got angry and sent a whole bunch of his demons through his infernal portal, and now he's gone quiet.
No, when I send demons through my infernal portal, I only do it when I'm super mad.
He stops and says, I don't know which way to go to get you to the Ebon Sanctum. We can either go through the Blasting Sands or through the Murk Pond. He turns around. What do you think?
You mentioned the Murk Pond earlier, I believe, when you were talking about the lava fields. Is that, or the lava moat, I believe?
Well, lava moats are what the imps are working on now.
Is that in that Merc Pondy place?
It's way beyond that.
Oh.
Is there one more dangerous than the other?
Oh, they're all fine to me.
Sure, yeah.
But what to us?
I don't know. I think you should have died back at the house, but
It's reassuring.
Sands are a bit more comfortable.
We
for
don't like
my
water
kind.
so much, right? So probably not
Blasting
that one.
sands are better for me.
Yeah, sands. I think sands. We want to go to sands.
So be it.
all right. And he changes course and heads to the right-ish towards the storm a bit and starts heading in that direction. Quite some time passes, at least a good hour, before the dark stone geologic formations become fewer and fewer, and then it's replaced by, instead of rough or almost volcanic ground, starts to become sandy. It is a thick red sand, and soon you are going across gentle dunes with the occasional rock formation as you make your way over. Him just galloping ahead and stopping and looking left and right. You can see way off in the distance, miles at range with the spyglass of Thawne. You can see some flying demonic-looking creatures, like some sort of succubi type thing, a woman with wings staying out the back, but very languid, very slow, without purpose, and going off in a different direction.
Is this all like where you're from at all?
No.
Just to look. Not that you're from hell, but I mean just the sandy dunes part.
No.
Okay. It's not like where I'm from either.
You continue to climb or go through the sand, and then the storm hits, and the blasting of wind. There's occasional lightning strike, and you guys are blasted by this. Does not seem to affect Clifford whatsoever. He continues to gallop straight ahead with ease. The rest of you are much, much more affected. And have your shields up, have your cloaks up, try not to get blasted by this endless sandstorm. And it continues on for several hours. The worst sand and storm experience you have ever dealt with. It takes a toll. You try to manage your way through this terrain. I need each of you to make a survival 17. If you fail, each of you, it will slow down. The group will have to come back, shelter you, maybe do a little bit of healing, get you back up. So every failure of a survival 17 adds a tension die to the tension pool.
Before we do that, Dash, do you have any control over these elements?
No.
Dash does. He doesn't have to roll.
Oh, okay.
Dash, can you protect me from these elements?
No.
Natty 20.
I'm going to use my hero point.
You got 20
might as
again?
well.
I did.
Buddy.
23.
That's gonna suck when we
I'm
fight.
feeling my inner Dash.
I do. That's zero.
I hunker up with
And what are we trying to roll?
17 survival.
Thawne and I are racing each other. Just quietly competing against each other. What did you guys get?
Well, I failed, and I used a hero point, and then I have a 0 modifier, and I just rolled an 18.
Oh,
Nice.
My survival's only a +4. I got an 18.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You guys persevere and fight through
We're
this endless
heroes,
storm.
damn it.
Yeah. You fight through, wind blasted, faces blasted. You take off your dune goggles, and you have the clean, like, raccoon eyes underneath.
I feel like I just got small and tucked into Yannick's shadow.
Notice he didn't say Thawne.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a thing now.
No, it's been a thing for about years.
It's another 4 sessions until one of them is dead.
I love
In
it.
case there are creatures who probably hunt in this area, we are going trackless. So I'm
Trackless as you go.
Yes.
All right. So he is covering the tracks with his special ability. He can cover tracks without reducing his speed at all. Who is the worst at leaving tracks that you really get annoyed with? Big giant footprints.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Snowshoes.
Just grinding in a little bit.
You're doing the dune walk where you're like leaving
He's drawing arrows.
You have your axe dragging behind you.
He's whistling,
Keep
which
up,
really pissing
Thon.
me off.
Leaving copper coins as a trail.
Yeah, just breaking twigs that don't need to be there, intentionally leaving a trail. Oh my god! You
Yannick was here.
After some time, the storm, after hours, finally abates, and thankfully, the sky is still twilight. No change whatsoever. It continues to be oppressive, but you've survived the storm. As you continue to go, you see off in the distance a shape, a familiar shape. And Clifford says, "Oh, we're getting close." And he heads down towards that shape. It is a shape of a large, shadowy dodecahedron that extends out from the ground, and it is, I can't remember, 200-300 feet tall, very similar to the one that descended upon Tabernary some time ago. I think days ago, oddly enough, usually enough. You see it there. It is on top of
3 days ago, I believe.
It is on top of a series of stone circles, so kind of like steps rising up with a stone platform with some strange stone, almost like 4 claws, like a claw machine, but reversed stone things up around it. And it dominates, though, and covers above it. As Clifford is heading near it, is what you see. It's a mile away, down in a valley of darkness.
Clifford, is this where Vestrath lives?
What?
Clifford,
He stops and comes back.
is this where Vestrath lives?
No.
What is this?
That's where he has his anchor. That's his portal.
The portal to where Vestrath lives is in this dodecahedron.
You'll have to talk to Kriv. I don't know.
Who is Kriv?
Kriv takes care of the anchor, he says, pointing at the dodecahedron with a claw.
Are you and Kriv friends?
No one's friends here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait,
that's not true.
I thought you and I were.
He smiles and gets close and nudges his head into yours a little bit. Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Okay. We do. I have a friend. And then he gallops off like a happy
it
puppy.
hurts me, but I am okay with that.
As he heads in that direction, I can take you to Kriv. You see there are about 30 different strange demons that are around this place that we're talking about, that the dodecahedron's on top, the stone thing, about maybe 2 miles out in a wide circle, all slowly moving towards it. Some demons you've seen before, some you haven't seen at all, strange little impy things. You see one of those amorphous things that were on the beach, and they're all just slowly moving towards it.
Like, about how long is it going to take them to get to it at their current pace?
There's probably half a dozen that are already there, just standing on the stone steps, and the others are slowly in there. The farthest ones would probably take a day.
Oh.
Very, very slow.
Will not want to draw any of their attention. I do suggest we take precautions.
It's a
Hide
lot
our
of demons.
steps. Move carefully.
How do we avoid dozens of demons standing all around this thing?
Sands offer great protection.
Clifford, if
The
we
dunes are great illusions to those who don't know where to look.
well, that's true. Clifford, if we go down there, all
What?
those,
And he comes back.
if we go down there, all those bad guys, what are they going to do to us?
Kriv's okay.
Okay.
Is he enslaved like you?
Everyone is.
Yeah.
But he's not a friend.
As we move, we want to avoid as much attention from these others as possible. Can you take us on as hidden a path as you can lead us?
Not if you want to talk to Kriv, but we don't have to go down there. We can still go to where you want to go without going down there.
Okay.
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 And then
I
he
think-
gallops off in a slightly different direction.
Will it avoid those demons?
And you can see it will.
All right.
It's kind of a valley type thing, and now he's staying up on the top of the ridge on the sand and avoiding it altogether. And he gallops along, leaving little tiny footprints in the sand.
Are the lava moats in there?
No!
Okay, carry on.
One moment, Clifford.
All right, hold on.
He stops. He comes back. What?
Just a moment. While we talk amongst ourselves. Bethstrath's anchor?
That's it. It's his little portal, right? That's how it goes. Sends demons places, right?
Yeah, he can send things through there. But it's really hard, is what I heard.
That's why he's weakened.
This sounds important.
Well, yeah.
Do you want to try to stop the portal?
It would fulfill my duties nicely.
I mean,
Also,
yeah.
maybe these demons are weakened, like... And I point to Clifford without saying his name, try to be nonchalant. You know? They look sluggish, maybe...
They're moving slowly like the ones in the tower were.
Yeah.
Are they moving slowly like the ones in the tower were?
These are moving slowly. Very slowly.
So
Would you
it might
say
be...
they're moving faster than the ones in the tower?
The ones that you see here are moving very slowly. There's apparently no possible way to relate them in speed-wise.
Slowly, you would say.
Clifford, is this a source of power for Vestrath? His anchor?
He's not. It's his. No. You'd have to talk to Kriv. But his power comes from
Lava moats.
lava moats. Pain, suffering, but lava moats. I'm sure the imps are busy now, helping him out. But I don't know everything. I'm just supposed to guard the house. Oh, I'm supposed to guard the house.
No, but we're friends, and you're taking your friend somewhere.
All right.
I reach over and
Yeah.
scratch his scales.
No, don't do that.
Dash puts a quiet paw upon you.
If this is how Vestrath is invading our world, it feels like it would be worth our time to stop that.
Do you have any idea how the...
Killing Vestrath would also stop that.
We
And
don't
we're
know
at
that we can
crossroads.
kill Vestrath.
Do you know how
Well,
do you know how
we're
to
gonna
break a
try.
brick- do you know how to break a brick black?
No, but I think I know
Kill all
somebody
the
who might.
demons like we did last time. But there's a lot of demons. And that's not counting for anything inside.
There's a small chance that they would do it for us. Clifford was not Clifford before today, and he's left the house.
Yeah.
Maybe Kriv will do the same thing.
I'm pretty good at making friends.
You are. You're very good at making most friends.
I think we should give Jericho a chance to make another friend.
This is all well and good, but there is a cadre of demons between us and where Kriv will be. We have to do one thing first, and that's get there.
Hey, Clifford,
Yeah.
can you vouch for us with the other demons?
I don't know that word.
It means tell them that we're
friends.
with you. We're friends. We're here with you on official business
What's the official business?
to talk to Kriv.
Oh, I can tell him that.
And they'll leave us alone, you think?
Oh, I wouldn't count on that.
These are my friends.
Friendship sucks.
Friendship is magic.
Well, guys, we have a choice.
I think they're very slow. I don't think that even if they wanted to attack us, they could do a very good job. I think it's worth a shot.
Alrighty, I think so too.
I would say go to Vestrath, but this has merit as well. But
And
this
it
seems
appears
like
to be much closer.
it is much closer, and it seems a distraction to what we should be doing, but I will follow.
Let's head down.
May the eyes of the All-Father watch all of us.
We begin at down.
You're heading down in?
Yes.
Great. You guys head down into this valley, being led by Clifford. He continues to gallop ahead forward, like, again, some excited sheepdog, and maneuvering his way in between these strange demons that are slowly coming in. Your group jogs behind, keeping distance as well. Somehow I just picture again Thawne just constantly, whatever one's closest has got his bow pointed at
Actually,
everyone.
at this point, he's just a mound of sand. Just
The sand falls away, there's a bush still underneath.
yes, no chances.
And you are able to get closer and closer, but as circles work, it becomes a little more challenging to stay further and further away from these demons. They pay you some attention and slowly turn their heads at you. One makes a brutal swipe to attack poor Galen again, but it needs about 5 turns to complete that action. 15 different actions as it makes this slow thing, hitting where you were 40 seconds ago. And you continue on and make your way through. It gets to the point where Clifford is knocking and nudging some of these things out of the way, even swatting one and slicing it a bit to get through, and you guys are kind of wedging and going sideways in between uncomfortably as well. And you make your way to these stones, the stone dais type concept with these stone rises above, and above you, for the second time in your life, is a giant shadowy dodecahedron shape, which does not inspire you with confidence. And as you approach these dais stone stairs, if you will, you see there is a imp that is flittering about a little bit and looks agitated and flies with a little bit of speed to Clifford. And the imp says, What? And Clifford says, these are people here on business with you. And he kind of sits there and waits for you all to catch up. So, good job. The flighty little imp comes over and says, Who are you? Why?
That's you.
As I begin, I would like to use my read the air cantrip, the one where I use a recall knowledge society to kind of understand the situation, get a feel for his vibe towards us. But that gives me a +1 on my next diplomacy roll.
All right, go ahead and make a society roll.
Not good. 11.
All right.
I don't know demons well.
You do
or
not.
Demon Society, not your
Yet.
forte.
Yeah.
That'll be your next language.
That'll be a good lore to pick up.
What would you like to say?
What was I didn't write it
Cliff.
down. Cliff.
Kriv.
Kriv. Greetings, Kriv. We all have been sent here by Vestrath, and we know that the last major incursion that was used with this did not go well. And so, being that we are from the realm that many of these are being sent to, we just need to talk to, because he was unhappy with how that last incursion, portal, it went very poorly. Do you deny that it went very poorly?
The imp flitters around uncomfortably. Make a deception roll, and for reasons unknown to you, add +4 total.
Okay.
Because it went poorly.
21.
Okay. And the imp says, "Oh, what now?"
Well, we just need to walk through, and it looks like they're all moving very, very slowly. So we just need to walk through the whole process of how this works and to find out what's going wrong.
The imp flutters around agitatedly, almost does a loop, turns around and heads a little deeper onto the stone dais. It's about 50 feet above it is where the bottom of the dodecahedron is, but again, it's a dominating, massive shape. And he flitters over, and you see this... the term is called anchor, but in reality, it is an anchor. It is a ship's anchor that is laying on the stone floor underneath it. And he says, Vestras anchor, Vestras!
Well, yes, and clearly there's issues. It just sweeps his arm at all the demons around. I go, does that look normal to you?
No!
What have you done?
There's no blood! No Vestrath! He says, landing upon the anchor.
So you're blaming Vestrath?
No!
That's what I'll tell him.
No! You asked! That's the answer!
Well then, what is going to be the remedy that you will bring to the table?
No! Vestrath's blood! He says, and then he paws at the steel anchor.
Well, that does not seem very encouraging, that you seem to lay all the blame at Vestrath and all the solution at Vestrath. Do you have any solutions other than Vestrath fixing this? Is there aught that you can do?
There's no way!
Can I confirm something, Jericho?
Absolutely.
To make the anchor work, you need Vestrath's blood. And you are out. Is that correct?
Yes!
Where do you normally get it? Does Vestrath come and give his blood?
Yes!
But you haven't seen him.
No!
How long has it been?
He does a winged shrug. Clifford says, yeah, it doesn't work that way. Time.
Can I do an Arcana check on the anchor?
What are you looking for?
Looking to see what kind of magic is being used with this. I mean, what is the purpose of this anchor? What does it actually enable?
What is your Arcana and Occult?
Occult is... Ooh, new numbers.
Yeah, we definitely say gold.
Yeah, and I would be also sort of doing the same thing, trying to figure out how to break this fucking thing.
Occult is 10.
And both my numbers are 9. Plus 9, if it matters.
It does.
Probably.
And
I'm also a student in the canon, so if it has anything to do with Carahel, I can't fail. Somehow doubt it, though.
Not this time.
all right, and then you were saying that as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to break it.
Yannick, you take a look. You get close. The imp has no issue with you doing that. You see no way to break it at all. You can determine that this is a way to enable a teleportation of a large space. You said it was 10?
Yeah.
You know there's a way to enable of a large space, and if blood of its owner or creator is placed upon it, then an area can be created to create transportation from this realm to another.
Guys, I know how Vestrath moves between worlds.
Yeah.
So if we disable this, we disable at least one way for him to move into our world.
I can see no way to disable it. How can we destroy this?
Hey, Dash.
Yeah.
Looks like a ship's anchor made of steel. It comes from the earth.
No. Steel comes from fire.
I'd like to look at it from a magical.
Science. Which comes from glass, which comes from the stars.
Everyone knows it.
I don't know enough about stars to dispute that.
Why didn't you choose the Stargates?
It is
Well, why don't you extract the iron from the anchor and leave the fire?
I'd like to look at it from more like the magic perspective. If there's anything that I can do or that can be done that I might be able to suss out to disable the magical side of things.
I know your Arcana. I have my cheat sheet.
Why are the
here.
demons
Arcana is
coming
poopy. Occult is 8, whichever one might be it.
You
Because
were
my
asking
magic's occult.
Yes.
of the imp?
Yes.
Ask again.
Why are the demons coming here? If the portal doesn't work, Vestrath is not here. Why are the demons gathering?
Vestrath angry. More. You scan Jericho and look at closely and weave small little spells. You see no way to dispel the magic of light. Yannick, you do see him moving this giant thing around with some effort, looking around, and but he no way to
And
magic.
it has no reaction when Yannick gets close to it? Doesn't do anything specific?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to use my message and send the message to Yannick. Go, Yannick, what do you think might happen if you...
Why are you whispering?
Because it's magic. Magic is very whispery. If you had any magic, you would understand.
I understand.
What are you saying, Jericho?
He comes in within 5 feet of you.
What do you think would happen if you were to touch the shard to the anchor?
It seemed to have no reaction to me being close to it, but I don't know.
The demons, as slow as they are getting closer. If we can't remove this or destroy it, then we should leave and pursue other avenues. This is becoming a waste of time, even though time is meaningless here.
Doesn't work that way here.
You look up at the sky and you have no idea how much time has passed.
Yannick
Feels like that.
reaches into the sturdy satchel and pulls out a stone shard, a green stone shard.
One of the fabled.
One of the fabled.
The two.
One of the two that he has.
Do I see him doing this?
And the only ones in existence in this realm. The rest are with Tynor, the foreman.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And actually, he'll draw both out and push them towards the anchor.
All right. So you get out both shards. You were saying something, Galen?
If I see him beginning to do this, I kind of casually make my way behind the imp.
Okay.
If I'm seeing him approaching the imp, then the imp has now become my prey for new target.
Hunting prey. Okay.
Yes.
When you do that, the imp says, "No, oh no!" and gets closer to you, but still stays away from you.
What will it do?
It says, "Those are bad," and flies around you, kind of in a circle, but not wanting to get too close to you.
Yannick doesn't stop.
Okay, you reach out and touch. You see your friend Jericho, by the name of Clifford, is stepping back in a way, looking uncomfortable.
What do I have a sphere
They're not with
feeling
me,
about
they are,
this?
but they're not with me.
You touch these two stones to the anchor.
Yeah.
Okay. You touch the two stones to the anchor, and it makes a little dull, clanking sound, and nothing happens.
Yeah, so good. Oh, no.
All right. I guess I put them away.
All right.
Why are you scared of the stones?
Why do you have stones?
Lord
Why do you
Vestrath
have
commanded us to gather these stones to protect them.
That's what many who was sent was to gather these for Vestrath.
The imp lands on the stone dais some distance from you and from the anchor and just looks at you.
I guess we should go report to Vestrath.
About this imp's failure? Yes.
Yes.
Clifford says, Well, I'm going to climb up that hill over there by myself since I'm not engaged with you at all, he says, nodding to Yannick. And he then bounds off between some demons and heads in the direction he was trying to take you to begin with before you went this direction. What do you guys do?
I guess we follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna leave the imp alive.
You want him dead?
If he's the only one that runs the portal, that would just be one more step that they couldn't take, right?
It's also one that could report to Vestra.
That seems like a good idea.
Are you needed to run this portal?
I'm the gatekeeper! Kriv the gatekeeper!
Enough said.
All right, you draw your sword. I believe Thawne had first call with some
Yeah.
hunted prey.
This is going to be a shot with an arrow then.
Go for it.
Boom, boom, boom. This and... my damage is 2d6.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm the only one shooting a demon in this realm. So...
First one.
Oh, not everyone. I'm going to reroll for hero point.
What'd you roll before?
A 2, now an 18 plus 14, 32.
Yeah, buddy.
Dang.
Oh, and I forgot. This is Hunter's Precision. So it is 14, 15, 30 plus...
And precision does not get doubled, I don't believe. On a
I'll redo
critical
the
that
math
you
in just a
got.
bit. So, precision didn't get done, so then it is 7, 8, 16, add 7 for 23,
23.
add 9 for 32.
Is that just standard damage?
Tom's like, you've
Seven.
already killed it. It's dead.
That's crit.
14, that is the crit.
Okay.
So 32 points.
32 points of damage. You fire your arrow, and Dash, you're sad to see that he misses, but no, the arrow went straight through and hit one of the stone things on the other side as though there was no imp at all, and the imp just drops to the ground.
Sword goes back in.
You are immediately swarmed by about a dozen of these demons that engage you in brutal battle, but they are about 1/30th your speed and time frame, so you can just easily walk away. They slowly start to rotate heads. Their mouths slowly open up to nasty snarls.
Walk away or kill a bunch of demons.
It's up to you.
We
Walk away.
walk away.
They're not
Do
gonna
we?
hit us.
Yeah, we do.
Are any of these demons armed?
They're demons.
And legged.
I would
Just
say.
wondering if they're equipped demons or...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you see one of those. Oh, I forget his name. He had the flaming fireball
Archon?
stuff. The Archon, thank you. So he's got a rusty-looking sword that you know in your world was a flaming beast of a blade. But there's no flame on it now.
These are his troops. We have a clear advantage. He was gathering them here, obviously to invade. Do we not weaken him further?
What is the number of demons present?
More than 60?
Want to rethink that?
No, I don't think we should. I agree with Galen.
Kill them all.
60?
They'll never be able to hit us. Not one of them can hit us. They're just standing targets. It's like felling trees.
Take out his army now.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to killing demons. At the end of the day, if everybody else wants to, I'm not going to be able to say no to that.
The montage.
So
Ballet.
So each of you may describe a vignette of your moment of massacre. Let's start with you, Dash. As this long timing massacre happens, what's one moment in there that involves you?
The one that you could see that looks like it's slow motion because of everyone moving around it. Dash bursts out into a lightning dash ball where all the hair is standing on the end, and you just see from over the top just a ping pong lightning bolt go through as I just zap, 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 just walking my way through all of these slow motion demons as they're just being hit by lightning that is me as I keep running through all of them.
Nice.
30 at a time.
What about Galen?
Galen is using his exploit vulnerability to just see the weaknesses in all these demons, and as they're slow, he's just like swinging through, carving through them, cutting a leg off, just slamming him down through the core, and just laughing with glee the whole time.
And our ranger, Thon, what's your moment?
It's going to be a cutscene of Yannick just slashing through a guy, but right before he gets the big slash, you see Thon come in and snap.
All right. Yannick, what is your moment?
After that,
Pushing guys out.
a little shove on Thon, and then almost an anime style like leap and jump, cleaving through the Archon, and just cleaving it in half. That's the only one he really cares about.
There's Led Zeppelin playing in the
yeah,
background.
absolutely, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, absolutely. Marvel Thor style, just cleaving through them.
What about Jericho?
Can I help Jericho with this?
Sure.
Yeah.
So Hemlock puts Jericho on like a little rock, and I give you both guns, and I kind of help guide you. It's like you see everybody else just like, but like, let's wait for them to get right in a row.
No, I see. Right now.
Pull the trigger!
Okay, next one
So
I'll
it's just
hit.
like-
Next one I'll hit.
Yeah, no, it hit. You did great.
All right. It takes quite some time. It is violent. It is carnage at a great scale. It is tiring. You
Like
guys
the
have
church scene in Kingsman.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. You guys have a bad news, good news situation. The bad news is you need to once again make a. This will be fortitude, but not a big number. Fortitude 16, or you are fatigued 1 for a day.
What's a natural 20?
You're good. You're just good.
You're just covered in glee.
I pass.
Pass,
Like,
pass.
critical pass.
That's
Super
a
critical.
hero point.
21.
Jericho.
22.
All right.
Much better.
After the natural one.
All right. The good news is you guys did such great heroic deeds that you all gain a hero point.
Yeah.
Now it's towards the end of the night.
It can be banked.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Can be banked. You then catch up to Clifford, and he's already away from the
buddy.
valley. You catch up to him, and he says, they didn't see you come find me, did they? I can't have them see you with the stones.
I wouldn't worry about them.
Okay, good.
They're good now.
You're my friend. I made sure that you would not get in trouble.
Oh, good.
They won't be
We did
telling
this for
anybody
you, Clifford.
anything.
Fall for you.
He continues to go up ahead, heading towards another huge towering cliff face. And as he goes there, it's another hour or so of trek. You see a tower connected, just offset from this cliff face. It is a tower that hovers slightly off of the ground by maybe 100 feet, but there are rocky double, almost like those staircases, rocky double stone paths cut in the cliff face that get up to the top of the tower, whereas the bottom is not touching the ground. So those rises go up quite a bit. Clifford says, this is as far as I can take you. The Ebon Sanctum. I can't go anymore.
All right. No, you're the best.
At the bottom is a rocky path, and you can follow that.
All right. And you think he's in there? Vestrath?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
No. Then why are we here?
It's the only way through.
Oh, do we go past the tower or in the tower?
Right.
Okay. That makes sense. No, I got you. We go in the tower to get past the tower.
Right.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Or do you mean to the right?
Don't listen to him. He carries bad vibes.
Right?
He stomps down close and gets low to you, Jericho. I wish you well.
I'm gonna give him a little scratch. His little jaw.
Gotta do that.
No, I do
You
it.
take
I
a point
totally
of
do it.
slashing
Yeah,
damage. He's like a
points.
shark. Take a point of slashing
I'll do
damage. I hope you'll come see me again.
If I have the opportunity, I most certainly will, because we gotta go see the ocean and maybe a tree.
That'd be great. Unless Vestrath, he'll probably have his power back, and then I may have to eat you, though.
Oh well, either way.
All right.
You're a
And
nice victim.
he sits there and watches your group make their way up the stone path to this red stone tower with only one door at the very top and no windows of any kind floating next to this cliff known as the Ebon Sanctum. And we will stop there for tonight. So you guys do keep that bonus hero point. You can carry that on. Please make note of that. You will start with 2
We're gonna need 'em.
next session. Thanks so much for checking us out here on the show. We certainly appreciate the support. Don't forget to check out IngloriousBards.com. You can take a look at the Discord as well as a great campaign wiki as well. And we will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.